Okay.
It's okay. It's okay. It's
Okay.
I just don't like my ugly nose right now.
No, it's okay.
And then I went over there and I got Gypsy, and then he's fucking throwing a fit. Leash your fucking dog. Leash your dog. Like I'm getting her. And then he's like, I see you got a gun. I was in Iraq. It's okay. I'm not scared of you. And then he just went back and then just cocked me. As I'm picking, literally, Gypsy's in my arms. Like I have Gypsy in my arms, and he's fucking swinging on me with Gypsy in my arms.
So we go to we call the police.
Yes, we call the police. They show up. It was actually East
Baton Rouge
Sheriff's Office. And
Couple was walking down the street with their 3 dogs. She's like, it's still a fucking leash, fucking Parish, fucking Jefferson Parish Sheriff's all going fucking right now.
We call for a fucking reason, motherfucker. You on the sidewalk right now, motherfucker.
I mean, dude, calm down. I'm getting the dog. I'm standing above the dog. And I see you got a gun. I'm not scared of you. I went to Iraq. I had the dog in my hand, and he's got 3 dogs and a gun. Guess he got mad because I told him I wasn't afraid of him. I was in Iraq, and he just fucking wails on me. And I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, for real?
Like the dog didn't jump on him.
No.
There's no paw marks on him. There's no paw
hand.
marks on his wife.
they come out. They take the story. I tell them exactly what happened, just exactly how you heard it.
He was
She
just.
sees 3 dogs approaching her lawn as she's peeing, and she's wondering like, what the fuck is going on? But why would he do that? That is absurd. The dog is in his hand.
So at any point in time, did you get a chance to defend yourself?
No, it's like I just picked up the dog and he just hits me as I'm picking up the dog. And he's like, he's calling the police himself
So
as he walked
were they
off.
on the sidewalk?
Yeah.
Okay, so when you went to go pick the dog up, right
Sidewalk.
when you got up, you punched him in the...
Yeah, on the sidewalk.
Her nose hurts. My head.
The dog didn't jump on them or anything. You know what I'm saying? It's absurd. Like, I can understand if they attacked his dog. Like, she's not even like
The
that.
crazy part about it is that they were still walking towards me as I'm standing above my dog. Like, okay, calm down. They're still walking.
Take a picture of your nose.
Like if you were worried about the dog, you would have stopped and said, "Get the dog and not move." But you're steadily walking towards me.
And then the officer says he's gonna get a simple. He was gonna get charged with, what was it? Simple,
A misdemeanor.
A misdemeanor.
They just said a misdemeanor. He's gonna get charged with a misdemeanor.
With a misdemeanor because I guess the other officers already drove down to his home
To take his side.
To take his side of the story, and it's gonna be a misdemeanor.
So what happens next? Like, he gotta go to jail. Like, you know what I'm saying? This is fucking ridiculous.
Unfortunately,
What you mean?
This would just be a battery, right? Which is a misdemeanor. We don't take people to jail for misdemeanor.
Girl, I know you fucking lying.
Now
So
we
I
charge
could have just
them.
punched her in her
But he had
face
a
while
weapon
they were
on him
walking.
with 3 dogs, like all
So
that.
it's legal to carry.
Right, I understand.
And now concealed carry in Louisiana. He will be charged with battery. You still have to go to court for it. It's an arrest, but we don't take him to jail.
Okay.
So we only take people to jail for a felony.
Well, something's being
But
gonna
yeah,
something
yeah,
happened.
no, yeah. So he's gonna get charged for it.
Okay.
So it's technically an arrest. He just won't go to jail as a
Okay.
It's not no arrest.
Legally,
Okay.
it's an arrest, right? So you still have to go to court for it. You know, face
Wow.
But she said that the guy, keep in mind, the guy that's 6'5" and is walking down the street with 3 pit bulls along with his companion
And
his gun, said that he hit Faustino in self-defense.
We call for a fucking reason, motherfucker. You on the sidewalk right now, motherfucker. Yeah, third motherfucking day in the goddamn road. But you know what? In the goddamn drive yesterday with the fucking dog just fucking sitting there. Shit, motherfucker.
Self-defense is what he's claiming. So because he claimed self-defense, they couldn't arrest him.
Stood there and fight back. There's no point in fighting back.
Right.
Like what for what?
Right.
He has a gun. 3
3
dogs.
dogs. Right.
If you see how big
Like
he
I'm
was,
just
he
picking up
wouldn't
my
foul.
dog and leaving.
Yeah, no, you did the right thing. You did the right thing.
Okay.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So I'm about to go over there and talk to him.
So we don't need no report number, like no.
You want to take a picture of the dog?
Thank you, love.
Like it ain't so timid. Look, she all
The
scared.
dog is not really the problem. The dog doesn't give anybody an excuse to punch you. So I need to know the information to know how it started, but that doesn't warrant, him punching you. So the crime is the battery.
He actually started in the street. He was in the street. His wife was on the sidewalk. So he left the street to come onto the sidewalk to confront me.
Now, I'm not going to say that they couldn't arrest him, because they also had some police officers that came out that were with that particular female deputy that said that if it was them that had got to us first and they were the ones that actually took the call, then they would look at the situation and see, okay, well, we have this man who's obviously been brutally attacked, and then we have this guy who is not saying that he didn't hit him, like he's saying he hit him.
You on the sidewalk right now, motherfucker. Third motherfucking day in the goddamn road. But you know what? This is goddamn drive. Yesterday was a fucking dog just fucking sitting there. Shit, motherfucker.
They told us that they weren't going to be able to charge him because it was
A misdemeanor.
a misdemeanor and because it was self-defense. And even in Baton Rouge, well, they said in Baton Rouge that if it's a misdemeanor, then
You don't go to jail.
you don't go to jail, you don't get a citation, you don't get a ticket, like you don't get anything. You just get to see, you can, I guess, if anybody wants to come to Baton Rouge and commit a crime, free will, it seems like, and I hate to say that because you can do something like this and then claim self-defense and it's just fine, like it's okay. We have evidence.
You on the sidewalk right now, motherfucker. Third motherfucking day in the goddamn road. But you know what? This is goddamn drive. Yesterday was a fucking dog just fucking sitting there. Shit, motherfucker.
They leave because there's
really
nothing that
they can do. They give us a claim number,
a file number
where
we can eventually get the police report.
So this is September 11th, the morning of. So I guess about maybe, I don't know, it might have been 10. I'm just throwing numbers out there. I'm assuming
I think it was like 9:30 when we made it to the hospital.
I don't know. Tenaj drives me to the emergency room where I get seen. I tell them the story and they're like in shock. The receptionist, not the receptionist, I guess the intake nurse is in shock as how we're telling this story with a man with 3 pit bulls and armed and a weapon is able to still walk the streets and what he did, and they're in shock. So
no one understood why this guy didn't
still able to walk the streets
at the time
as we speak.
That he has a gun on his hip.
After the intake nurse, they take me back to the emergency room, to the room. Nurse come, we're telling the triage nurse exactly what happened. She's taking my blood pressure, and she's just floored to the same story. Like, how?
It looks like his nose is broken.
Man, I was supposed to be inside chilling on the sofa,
right?
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a hurricane, just chilling.
That's why when I read it, I'm like, who is this? Somebody in the hurricane.
Right.
Exactly.
First thing I said.
How angry are you?
Right. Very obviously.
Like, I expect that from a 20-year-old.
Right.
Like a 20-year-old walking his dog,
person, but still, that's still like, there's no reason, there's no explanation for any of this at all, honestly. So we're gonna do a CT scan and see kind of deeper, and then we'll go from there. I see it shift to the side, but I don't know if it's from the swelling.
Girl.
No, maybe it shifted.
It's not even in the center no more.
Yeah, I know it's not the center, but it's so swollen.
Yeah, but it is.
Right.
You're right. You okay?
I'm alive, I guess.
Yes, you are. That's a good thing.
I am.
That was a lunatic.
Just replaying it in my head, and it's like,
What was the lady saying?
she was like, nothing. Like, I never heard her say stop it or like, hey husband. The wife is still gonna say stop it regardless. Like, whether that's just women do. I think women are gonna say stop fighting regardless. If her husband was right or wrong, a woman is always gonna say stop the fight, just stop. She ain't say nothing. She was like mute. Like she didn't want to say something and then he fucking beat her. Like she was just mute. She was mute. But the fact that he walked out the street towards the sidewalk, he came towards me. Like he didn't have to come towards me. He was in the street. Like Gypsy wasn't in the street. He approached me feeling threatened. If you feel threatened, you stop at a distance. You be like, I'm not gonna move until you get your dog. Okay.
It's absurd for
But
him
he
to
kept
say
walking.
he felt threatened with a gun and 3 dogs.
That's absurd. That's absurd. As you walking towards me, telling me, get your dog. Well, I'm getting her, but you're still walking towards me. We in a brand new, out in the country neighborhood, on a rainy day where nobody's outside, but you still gotta walk with a gun. And I know you're allowed to. It's the law. It's fine. But why? But why say you felt threatened? Like you just.
Because he's one of those guys that was fat in high school, and now he's older and he's taller, so he was able to work his fatness off. We always felt insecure. So now that he has a little girth on him, he wants to exercise the fact that he's a big man now, and now y'all can't fuck with him, so he takes things to the extreme.
Yeah, that is exactly that kind of person.
Because everybody knows you're not that type of person. Like, and put that to happen to you, it's like, fuck. He just flexing. I hate that. He just flexing. Fat ass.
I got some anger issues.
You don't even look like you.